Hey everybody, welcome back. It is day 23 of the 1980s Advent Calendar here on Boone Builds. Happy Radvent, everybody. Welcome back for day 23 of Radvent. It's the 1980s Advent Calendar here on Boone Builds. There have been so many awesome things so far this month. It's the 23rd. We only have the 24th after today, so that means today and tomorrow, and that's it, everybody. It's going to be unreal. Let's have a drum roll. And let's see what's inside here. Day 23. It is a pack of parts. A pack of parts. Can you tell what it is from this pack of parts? Have any guesses? Here's a bit closer look at the parts. I think this one is going to be a bit of a challenge to guess until I get to a certain stage of the build process. So I'm just going to start building here. And let's see, this is something from one of my favorite 1980s movies. We've actually seen something from this movie in the Radvent calendar already. I'm going to put some pieces here. This is a miniature model of my design. I am having trouble holding on to pieces. I've been really excited to share this one. I'm very pleased with how it turned out, and I have been saving it. This is similar to the keytar. I designed this like maybe 2 months ago, and I've just been sitting on it until now because I knew it was going to be for the Radvent calendar. Although at that time I didn't know I was going to call it the Radvent calendar, which is a pretty cool development. So we've got a number of different types of pieces in here. A lot of black elements, but there's some snot pieces that go around this area. And I'm going to try to build a section of this that might have you fooled before I give away what it is. And if we keep going with this here, then we get, oh, let's see, this goes in here. I was pretty pleased when I discovered this, that kind of old school axle hub kind of thing that attaches to a plate there, or that is part of a plate. It actually takes one of these round 1x1 studs with the open hole, and they fit on there nice and securely. Look at that. I don't know that I knew that before, but I discovered it for this build, or maybe I think I used it on one of my build to give ornaments, the polar bear that I built for build to give. And some of you probably know what it is based on what we have so far, so I'm going to go ahead and dive into a piece of the build here that may kind of continue to give some clues about what I'm building. And I'm having trouble finding a specific element. Let's go with, here, we'll go this direction. So I'm going to put a bracket here and some 1x1 rounds in through here. There's going to be 4 of these stacked up. And then we'll get another bracket. So there's 1, 2 plates, 3 plates, 4, and another bracket. And then we connect those 2 brackets together with a little wooden handle here. A 1x3 brown, what is that, tile. And then we've got a Technic pin connector here, a plate with a clip on it, and I'm going to put this piece on, and many of you are going to be like, oh yeah, I know what it is. And I'll just put on a couple other pieces here, and then I'll tell you. This, from 1984, the 3rd day of Radvent calendar, featuring a Ghostbusters build. This is the Neutrona wand, specifically Spengler's Neutrona wand from the Proton Pack. I have been a huge fan of Ghostbusters for pretty much my entire life. I dressed up as a Ghostbuster as a kid, again in high school, and then multiple times as an adult. I have built a couple of scratch-built proton packs. One was in high school and one was as an adult, and I'm pretty pleased with that. The one from high school is fun to look at because we had no idea what we were doing, but you know, people thought it looked cool because they'd never seen one before, at least in person. So then let's see, we got some pieces to put together here. There's this and another one of these. In my original design, I had a regular, I think 4-long bar like the lightsaber blade here in light gray, but it didn't go all the way through and engage this Technic pin at the back, and so I swapped it out for this one that has the stud receiver at the bottom, you know, the anti-stud at the bottom, sort of that old school like flagpole type thing that we all had in the 80s. But now they've got a flat top, and so it goes back into the back of the handle there and engages, clutches with that Technic pin, and that keeps the back of the handle here from spinning around. So, you know, I didn't realize in my studio design that the back handle would spin around like that. So I made a change when I started building it in the physical world. And, you know, it's one of the drawbacks of building digitally, but one of the reasons we always go to the physical brick and marry those two parts of the process and make digital designs. You know, you can go either way, right? You can design something digitally and then test it in the real world. Or you can design something in the real world, and then if you want to turn it into a digital model, maybe to share instructions or something like that. You know, that's always possible. So I have a lot of fun with both the physical bricks and the digital building. So I mentioned that this was Spengler's wand, Egon's wand. The 4 wands were pretty much identical except Spengler's. Spengler had wood handles and kind of olive green, you know, medical tape type stuff around the back grip. So the other grips, the other 3 grips were different than Spengler's, and I built Spengler's because I thought it would just add a little bit extra color to this build, having the brown and olive green. Otherwise, it would just be mostly black, and it still is mostly black. But here it is. I'm really pleased with how this turned out. This is about a 1/4 or 1/5 scale. It's not quite small enough to put in the hands of a 1/6 scale action figure. And so I guess I'm saying it's about... but to me, it just doesn't look like 1/4, so I'm saying 1/5 scale on this. And... yeah, I like it. I'm pretty pleased with it. I'm probably going to try to create some plans for this in the near future so that other people can build it. I think, you know, there are certainly angles of this where it's like, oh man, that's it. That's the proton wand right there. And let me turn it over so we can get a top-down view. Woohoo! Let's go bust some ghosts. I love this town. Well, I am listing the entire 1980s Advent Calendar on eBay. If you're interested in that, you can find the link in the description. Also, you can check out my other 4 official LEGO Advent Calendars. And please subscribe to Boone Builds and hit that bell icon. Please like this video if you liked this video. Hit that thumbs up button. Thank you all so much for watching. And until next time, go build something amazing.